Wish I knew this lady's YouTube channel. I don't. Uh, it's one of those ones, YouTube will send you random stuff and you just click on it, and I liked it, so I went ahead and downloaded it. She's living in her vehicle. But let me play a minute of this, and then I'm going to comment.
A condominium area near me, and there are some cars of, I guess, retired people, and they're nice. They're like Mercedes and such, and they have them covered. They have the window cover on the inside, so they're probably protecting the interior. And it doesn't look too bad. There are some really nice ones out there. I mean, if I were to get one in the wintertime, I'd want it to be flat black. And then in the summertime, because I love to go to the beach, I'm going to have to invert it. So it's going to have to be a reversible one. And that's how I set it up for the rest of my windows too. It just reeks of, because everybody knows about it. It just reeks of somebody's living in this car. Somebody's doing something in this car that's not just pertaining to driving, So it's going to attract attention, and people are so extraordinarily nosy now since 2020. And I know I harp on that. It's because I got burnt real bad during that time financially. It was not nice. And since then, during that time, everybody had their 15 minutes of glory, and all the malignant narcissists came out of the closet. I mean, you could be an obnoxious asshole if you wanted to. It was all for the greater good. What a bunch of BS. So all these people who had suppressed these nasty mental illnesses and bad social skills were able to just open up and do whatever the hell they wanted. I remember going into a supermarket, and I didn't wear the muzzle or anything because I knew it was all a lie. I mean, it was so obvious. Well, for me anyways, I had a mother who studied law at Columbia University, and they had taken civil law classes out of the classroom back then. So she taught us, and I knew, everything they did was totally illegal. I mean, putting people out of work, where was the labor board? Anyhow, I'm trailing off again, but I'm in the supermarket, and this is how arrogant people were. I don't know, maybe they were getting bonuses. I know a lot of places got bonuses for going after people about this in any way, shape, or form. And I walk in, and I did not follow the stupid arrows on the floor because I'm not a moron. They treat everybody like a moron. Anybody who followed it has got their head up their ass. And so I just go in and do my thing, and I hear, ma'am, oh, ma'am. And I know exactly what it is. It's one of those little shits coming after me, one of those little shit Nazis coming after me and say, you got to put a muzzle on, and you're walking the wrong way down the...
I agree with you, but I did actually wear that muzzle during from 2020 to whenever they said, well, it's okay to take it off again, when most people were not wearing them. But I knew they didn't work. But the reason I knew they didn't work, because even with a mask on, I could smell perfume. I could smell all kind of food smells. I said, well, those food molecules are many times bigger than the molecule for the virus. So I said, if food smells can go through the mask, I'm sure the virus is going through. And I got COVID. I think I got it 2 or 3 times. But I didn't. My lungs hurt for a couple of weeks, but I consider myself very, very fortunate because I do know a handful of people that actually died from COVID. So I do consider myself fortunate, but those masks don't do anything. And the vaccine, well, there's still a bunch of diseases they've spent many, many years trying to cure, and they haven't got cures for those. And they come up with this COVID vaccine in a couple of years. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit too. But excuse my language. But I remember getting a discussion. I borrowed mine because Costco mandated. That was the first place that that mandated you wear a mask. Costco wouldn't let you in there if you didn't wear a mask. So I started wearing a mask just going to Costco, and I did it more to appease the Costco staff and other people. But I encountered one lady at Sam's Club. This is back during the heights of the pandemic. She wasn't wearing a mask, and I got a discussion with her, and she said, well, she's pretty much has the same sentiment this lady here has, that they don't do anything. And I told the lady, I said, ma'am, I understand. I totally agree with you, but I'm just I'm doing this to appease other people, just to be nice, to be I don't consider myself a moron, and I understood that the whole COVID thing was, the mask thing was bullshit. But I wish I knew this lady's YouTube channel name. If somebody does know her, let me know, and if I find her again, I'll subscribe to her. And it's not one that I regularly follow, but she does look like someone that I would like to follow her. Subscribe to her channel and watch more of her videos. Like I said, if I do get her name, I definitely will post another video and give you her YouTube channel name. Okay, love you, Chick. Love all of you. Bye bye.